Hey guys, Leah here. Super glamorous industrial estate setting today. I wanted to take 2 minutes just to talk about why I am so obsessed with procedures and systems and clearing your to-do list. You may well have seen that today's the last day to join Your Best Week, and I haven't done a big run up to this one. Truth be told, I kind of lost track of the dates after Easter and hadn't realised that this is when I'd promised to start it. So it is a little bit last minute, it is a little bit jump in, but it's a £12 course and you get access for a whole year, support for a whole year. So to me, it's a complete no-brainer. I don't need to do like a 2-week run up to this. But there is a reason why I'm so obsessed with procedures and systems. And I wanted to share a quick story with you from very early on in my career. So for the first 6 or 7 years of my legal career, I worked in high volume environments, which meant I had hundreds of clients. Now, many of these places had systems in place. And I talk about case management systems, things that help you to run your files, to tell you what's next. But I learned very early on that you couldn't rely on the computer systems that were given. Now, this is probably going to get me into trouble because a good number of people who follow me these days are tech people. And quite a few people know that, I know people in software development, things like that. But the truth of it is that no system is completely infallible. And I've worked in offices where the computer systems would go down 2 or 3 times a day. We worked one place where the IT guy went for lunch for an hour and left the entire business unable to function. But I've also worked in environments where people were under a lot of stress. One place in particular, it wasn't a matter of if someone would cry that day, it would be who, when, and how often. We were under an immense amount of stress, and people around me were literally being signed off sick with stress left, right, and centre. And I remember at one point clearing my to-do list when I had nearly 250 clients at this point, and clearing the work of the person who sat next to me who had been signed off sick with stress for quite a long time. Because nobody else was getting to her work. And it frustrated me, this idea that she was unwell as a result of all the pressure that we were under, and nobody was helping her to sort it. My partner used to tell a story years later when he worked in software development about how I could usually charge 12 to 13 hours of time in an 8-hour day. And local authority lawyers I know in particular were horrified by this, because on the face of it, it sounds slightly dodgy, right? Work 8 hours, but actually bill 12. But it was because I was so efficient. I was churning out the work so quickly. Now, that didn't mean that it was a poor quality of work. At that point, I was one of the senior members and I would take on the more difficult work. But I only got to do that. I only got to extend and develop my career because I could take that stuff on, because I could clear so much. And it sometimes counted against me. When I was qualifying, my department didn't want me to leave because I billed so much money for them. So I ended up splitting my days between 2 different areas of law. So it didn't always work in my favour, but it was as a result of that I qualified. If I wasn't bringing the money in, I know full well they wouldn't have helped me to qualify as a solicitor. It was because of that I got to take on special projects, that my name got raised to other people, that I got talked about. And let's make it clear, if you want to develop in your career, 1, you've got to get unstuck, 2, you've got to get happy, and 3, people have to talk about you. You need a personal brand at work, in your career, in your industry, if you want to get ahead. And this is something that I'm going to be talking more and more about, because I see so many people not realize the importance of who they are, what they do, their specialisms, being able to talk about that without getting flushed and embarrassed. But this is where it all starts, and this is where it all started for me 3 years ago nearly, starting Searching for Serenity. I started with this course because I sat there and thought, what is the biggest problem that I see people struggling with? I'm overworked, I'm exhausted, I can't get on top of my to-do list. Okay, then let's sort it. And that's exactly what I did. I have taken everything that I did as a lawyer working in volume personal injury work. working with systems that used to fail all the time, working next to people who were crying all the time. I was one of them a lot of the time as well. I'm not saying that this resolved all of the work tensions. What I am saying is when you clear your to-do list, it makes life a hell of a lot easier. And it means you can start picking your battles. You can start advocating for yourself. You can start asking for more money, more responsibility, more prestige, better quality work. And that's what we're all looking for, right? We're looking to not be stuck in the same old, I feel awful, I am struggling day after day. That's why I start with Your Best Week, and that's why I've massively discounted the course right now. That's why I'm running it as a live sprint, a sprint being a 7-day smash it out of the park with live support from me every single day. So if you're struggling with some of it, if you're not implementing it properly, or you feel like I'm missing something here, or I need a bit more help and support, I'm going to be there for you every step of the way, and you get that throughout the year. You get access to a closed Facebook group where you can tag me and ask questions at any point. You get me supporting you through the 7-day sprints every 2 months for the rest of the year, and it costs the same as a bottle of Prosecco. If you've been following me for more than 5 minutes, you should know by now this is a complete no-brainer. And if you are following me, and if you've ever complained about being overworked or tired at work, and you're not in this course, I am probably going to raise this to you the next time you message me and say you're struggling, because it's a no-brainer. £12, get involved. We start today. We've already started, but it's 10 minutes a day, so you're not too far behind. And don't think that you're going to wait until the next time I run the sprint, because the price is doubling. Even then, it's a no-brainer. But that's happening. I'm not going to keep pushing people to do things and giving you guys complete no-brainers if you're not going to get involved. So go and get it done. The link is down below. We start tonight. 7:30, I'm running some live support and a Q&A session. If you're not in there, you're going to miss out. So don't hang around. Links down below. Have an amazing day, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.